Now, as fun and exciting as it is right now to have had the big game here in Vegas this weekend, the influx of people can, of course, also spark some safety concerns. Now, luckily, though, there are lots of plans in the works to help first responders keep us all safe.
Ensuring that one of the nation's biggest sporting events is both safe and successful can present some unique challenges for the host city's public safety agencies. Joining us today to discuss how technology is helping are Carolyn Levering from the City of Las Vegas's Office of Emergency Management and Verizon Frontline President Maggie Hallbach. Welcome.
Thank
Good
you.
morning. So, Carolyn, hundreds of thousands of people will be here. Talk about the work the City of Las Vegas has done to get ready for the big game.
Well, of course, we're delighted to be hosting Super Bowl 58. It helps highlight why our community is not only the entertainment capital of the world, but also the sporting capital of the world. As everyone knows, we recently held the first Formula One Grand Prix races here. And of course, we have our National Hockey League Stanley Cup finals, as well as our reigning champions, the Las Vegas Aces of the WNBA. All of those events have helped our public safety agencies get better prepared for meeting the unique needs of the sporting world. Includes venue safety, traffic management, coordination of resources from throughout the region, and key factor to making all of this a success is the relationships that we've forged with the private sector partners, including the travel and resort industry, National Football League, and of course, our communications providers.
Now, Maggie, what are some ways Verizon Frontline has been helping?
So Verizon Frontline has been working the better part of 2 years with the City of Las Vegas, really since it was announced that you guys were going to be able to host this amazing event. And the Verizon Frontline Command Center is stood up, acting and operational, 24/7 monitoring of our Verizon 5G network to ensure it is performing at peak levels. We also have our Verizon Frontline team sitting in the Joint Emergency Operations Center, where our federal, state, and local agencies are collaborating together to ensure the safety during these run-up days as well as the big event itself. And Verizon has spent the past 3 years tripling our investment in and around Las Vegas and the Valley to ensure that Verizon 5G can be experienced not just by Verizon Frontline customers in our public safety agencies, but also the community at large, as well as those 40+ million tourists that love to come to Vegas.
Well, Carolyn, events like this end up putting major stress on the city's infrastructure. So what role does connectivity play in your preparations?
Connectivity is everything for us. In addition to our 700 and 800 megahertz radio systems, fast and reliable connectivity for cellular and data is essential to public safety, both before, during, and after special events and major incidents in our community. A recurring theme in all of our after-action reviews always includes, inevitably, communications challenges. So in an exercise, it's difficult for us to gauge whether our key communication systems are going to be able to stand up to significant real-world stressors. And that's why it's so important that the advanced work that we've done and continue to do with our private sector is important in meeting those communications needs for our first responders as well as for the public.
Now, Maggie, how do first responders across the country benefit from what your team's going to learn this year?
So we have a 30-year-plus relationship with public safety communities where over 37,000 first responder agencies count Verizon as their public safety partner. And as Carolyn mentioned, we take these lessons learned. And this is not Verizon and Verizon Frontline's first Super Bowl, as you can imagine. And so we constantly are iterating and improving the capabilities. You know, it used to be about voice communications, but now we continue to move into a more data-centric environment where situational awareness has a data-intensive need. We also are seeing a lot of new innovations over the past few years be leveraged by our public safety partners. And that includes things like robotics, like drones, where we are ensuring situational awareness is being provided to our public safety agencies and keeping our first responders out of harm's way. So we will continue to ensure that these technologies powered by Verizon 5G continue to meet the unique needs of our first responder community.
Well, Maggie and Carolyn, thank you both so much for joining us this morning and giving us all this insight.
Thank you for having us.
To learn more about how first responders are keeping everyone safe this big game weekend, be sure to head to verizon.com/frontline.